or why your partner triggers you so much. Why do you think that would be?
I don't trigger you, do I?
No, never.
A trigger is basically a stimulus that elicits a response. So we have an external stimulus, which comes through our five senses. So our eyes, our ears, our mouth, our taste, our touch. So all life comes through our five senses. And then we take in a stimulus from your partner maybe, and then that elicits a reaction in your brain. So your brain's like a big filter. It looks at all your past experiences, your values, your beliefs, and then it determines a reaction based on that. So you have an external stimulus, you have your brain, which is filtering all this information, and then you create an emotional reaction. Your partner is going to be the biggest mirror for you. They're going to shine back everything that you don't like about yourself, all your past stuff, every time you had to protect yourself, all the trust issues comes up. And especially because your partner's there and they see the deepest side of you. Like no one sees as much of you as your partner does. That's the main reason your partner triggers you, because no one else sees you as much as your partner does. So they're going to be the person you love the most, and sometimes the person you hate the most too.
People go through so many years of self-healing. Like, oh, I'm used to be really unhealed. I have my wounds and I'm currently in a healing phase. And so when they get into a relationship, they actually realize, oh, there's so much unhealed wounds that are still there. And then they separate because like, I still need to heal my own wounds. Instead of actually like in your healing phase that you've called it, it's like, were you actually healing or were you just self-isolating yourself enough so you weren't around anyone that was triggering you? So that's the biggest thing. It's like, sometimes it's like, you just need to address what your own triggers are. So then you can address them yourself, and it's not necessarily on the other person. It's on you.
Like, how will you know if you've recovered from these triggers if you don't put yourself in the same environment? Like some people have trust issues in relationship, figure out they need to heal, they need to grow through that. So they break up, they go on this healing journey where they can trust themselves again. They get back into a relationship and realize all the same shit comes up again. It's people running away from their shit. It's running away from the hard stuff, where you can actually use your relationship to grow individually. Like you grow so much because you face all your own shit, and the pace of growth is so much faster, right? Growing in a relationship is the fastest thing, and it's also the best thing. Like you can't work through something that you're unaware of, and your relationship will make you aware of a lot of stuff because they're going to spot your blind spots all the time and realize like, hey, you're doing this and it's making me feel like shit. You're doing this and it's not very good. So it's really important that you actually become aware of that stuff so you can work through it. And that's what a relationship's great for.
Such a beautiful thing about relationships is that you get to evolve so much more as a person, because since your partner sees the most vulnerable side of you and you're so connected and so close, that they can actually pull you up on your shit. And by them triggering you at times where it is just you triggering yourself, that you get to address that and grow even more. It's like if you just have friends that you see like once a week, every couple of days, they may not even know you to the depth that your partner does, and you're not going to be sometimes as vulnerable as you would be in front of your partner, as you are in front of your partner. So that's why it's so great to have such a strong relationship where you get to be so vulnerable and then evolve. I remember being like, oh, these are certain things I'm doing at home, but obviously when I move in with a future partner, I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. However, then it turns out like there's certain things, I don't know, just like wearing pajamas or looking not all put together. It's like little things like that. I'm like, oh, when I live with my partner, I'll always look like perfect and put together and fantastic. But then moving in with you, like meeting you, moving in with you, I just realized, oh, those moments was who I was choosing to be, and that you love me through all of it. And that's what makes a relationship so beautiful, is seeing those vulnerability, like that vulnerability within your partner.
I love that.
Yeah, because those are the things that you start to love about your partner the most, is the side of them that the world doesn't get to see.
Yeah, absolutely. And just an example of wanting to learn to love yourself. Like when you grow through triggers in your relationship, you learn to love yourself. Like if you come into your relationship with body image issues and you don't want anyone to see you naked, at the early phases, you might always want to wear clothes when you're not having sex. And then over time, you actually feel comfortable. Then you get to a point where you can actually walk around the house naked with your partner. And then you can be fully seen by your partner. And then you choose that, oh, actually, other people love my body too. Then I can love my body. Like small things like that. Oh, I don't have to wear makeup around my boyfriend all the time. oh, that means like I am beautiful without makeup. There's so many little things that you can grow through by allowing your partner to fully see you.